Hello, friends. Welcome to the world of learning and growing. I am Dr. Purnima, and today we are going to discuss about how successful doctors, the best of the best in their fields, plan their day according to the neuroscience. So, every hour of the day has something special and something unique about it, and therefore the day is deconstructed into many small parts by the neuroscientists, and according to the latest research, our brain also is wired to function differently at different point of time. So even if you are a night owl or you are a morning person, it does not matter. There are fixed time of the day where your brain functions at the maximum potential, and it is the most creative, or sometimes it is the best in making decisions. So today we are going to discuss how to plan our day according to the neuroscience and how to make best use of our brain in our clinical practice. So when we think of planning a day according to your schedule, we will divide it into five parts. So first is the morning, second is early afternoon, late afternoon, evening and night. Okay, so if you are a doctor or a resident, or if you are doing your private practice, it doesn't matter because all of these hours has its own importance. So first, when we talk about when we get up in the morning, that is the first part. So it can be 5 a.m. for somebody, it can be 7 a.m. or it can be 9 a.m. It depends on how your work schedule is. So when you get up, the first hour of your morning is the sacred hour. It is to be dedicated only and only to your mind and body. This is because when we get up in the morning after the day's rest, our neurons are charged up. It has all the good ideas that have been amalgamated from yesterday, and it has been converted into long term memory. Our subconscious mind has also worked upon throughout the night and come up with great creative ideas that we might not know until and unless we acknowledge and we give it time. So whenever you get up in the morning, try and maintain a journal so that you write things down. um, you could also get in 15 to 20 minutes of exercise, which will boost your dopamine. It will decrease your levels of cortisol. It will decrease the stress hormone, which is very prevalent among residents and doctors these days. So I think this would give you a much needed boost for the day, and it will also reduce your caffeine requirement throughout the day, because we get energy depleted through and through our day because of our work. But I think this 1 hour, if we give to ourselves, I think this would really help you. And after that, you are free to go and take on your day with a strong mind and a strong heart. But remember to have your breakfast. Having breakfast is very important in the morning, preferably within an hour of getting up, because it will build your immunity. It will build that protective shield around us, because we are in constant contact with the patients who are infected. Even in the hospital, there are many organisms in the air, in the water. So I think it is very important for us to protect ourselves first, and breakfast is the most important thing that is required for everybody who is working in the healthcare profession. So this is your morning routine. When we come to the second part, which is the early afternoon, it can be post 10 or 11 a.m. and before lunch. So this is the time when our brain is supercharged, and here is what you can plan for surgery, or if you have to do a procedure, or if there is anything important, if you want to meet somebody. This is the time when you are most focused and have the most amount of energy. So I think this is the time when you can uh, do your best thing. So do something that you will be known for. Do something that will take you one step forward in your career, in your practice in this time, because this is where your brain will help you do that. Now we come to the third part, which is the late afternoon, or that is post lunch time. So as we all feel a little slump in the day after we have our lunch, and because most of the energy is going to the GI system for digestion, and our brain is not very active and we feel like sleeping a bit. So this is the time when you can have your meetings with your staff or your OPD, because your brain will need a little rest, and it does not take a lot of space to talk to patients or to talk to somebody in this time, so you don't need that much of energy, so that can be scheduled in your post lunch time, which is not really very productive. So you can do your daily task or your daily course in this time. So in the morning give time to yourself. In the early afternoon, important task. Late afternoon, daily course or mundane meetings or OPDs you can plan in there. Now we come to the evening. Now, evening is a time where you have to take time out for yourself again, because 1 hour we've given in the morning, we just have to have a short replica of that. It can be 10-15 minutes, but you have to have this break because we've been working constantly since morning. So, at this time, at around 5 6 p.m., whatever your time is, you just have to take a break, eat something, eat dry fruits, eat a fruit, you can have tea, coffee, but have a break, have something, and just for 10 minutes close your eyes and do nothing. Or if you want to meditate, I have also created a video for meditation, and I've linked it below. So I think this would also help you. There are affirmations in there, so it will help you recharge your body, recharge your mind. And if you have any night OPD, it will prepare you for that. And this is the time also when you can connect with your family. If you work nearby and your kids are there or your wife is there, just try to go home and have tea or evening snacks with them, so that it will also connect you on a personal level. Because as doctors, we are really really busy, but this is the time between our morning and late night or night schedule that we can take out for our family and also for ourselves. Go out for a walk in nature if possible, because it will clear your head and it will really really make you feel nice, feel a surge of energy, and which will carry forward from your morning to the evening and evening to your night OPD. So I think that is important, and evening is something that you should enjoy, because life is to be enjoyed in every single day and not to be uh, only enjoyed at the weekend. So I think we should not wait for weekends to enjoy what we have right now. So evening time is your time and your family time. Now we come to the last part of our day, that is the night, that is post 7 p.m. So if you're having some work, if you're a resident and you have some work there, you could definitely go out for that. If you have your OPD, you can go in for that. Just remember to have an early dinner. Okay, so it is important because as doctors, we have seen that most of the lifestyle disorders occur in doctor because we neglect our own health. So we need an intermittent fasting of about 10 to 12 hours every night, which does not happen if we eat very late, like 11 or 12 at night, and then go to sleep immediately. It is better to have an early dinner at 8 or 8:30 p.m. and then continue with your work, because that would give our body the time to process, and it would also increase your insulin sensitivity and lead to lesser lifestyle disorders. So this is how in the night you can plan your OPD, you can work as much as you want, but definitely have 7 to 8 hours of good sleep, quality sleep, to keep your brain functioning. Because according to neuroscience, sleep is the only drug that works in anti aging and in protecting your brain. So, sleep is utmost important, which we tend to ignore because we have a lot of work in there. Even as residents, I know that we don't get enough sleep, but just try to squeeze in as much as you can, and don't just compromise on your sleep because you want to go out with friends every night. So I think that is not a good deal to carry forward in your life. And even when you are a professional, sleep should be your priority. Then when we come to the important task, like if I would tell you my example, if I was studying for an exam, or if I would have been making a presentation, I'm preparing for a certain important talk, my productive hour is post 10 p.m. So I that is how my brain works. It is I am a night owl, and I would always study post 10, or I would work on a important paper presentation or writing a specific paper post 10. So that is how every individual has their own productive hour. So you can have it in the morning at 5, you can have it at 9, so that you have to figure out eventually. But whatever that hour is, try to fix it in this schedule, and then plan your day according to that, because 1 to 1.5 hour of deep work is required to keep your mind healthy, and that would also propel your career forward. So even as a resident or as a professional, this 1.5 of research or creative writing, or whatever you might call it, something related to what you enjoy and when your brain is the creative most potential, so that you should do. And yes, you can plan it according to these 5 day deconstruction, and it would definitely help you propel your career forward, and you are set throughout your life if you actually implement this in your daily life. So I have learned this from reading around 4 to 500 self-help books, and I've given it to you in around just a matter of 10 to 12 minutes. So I think this would be helpful. Please comment below if you find this useful. Try it for a week and let us know how you like it. All the very best, and stay tuned for more such informational videos.